Hi everyone, it's Diane Evans with stampinwithdiane.com. I'm an independent Canadian Stampin' Up demonstrator here in the interior of British Columbia. So if this is your first time joining me on my YouTube channel, welcome. I'm so glad that you've joined me. Make sure that you do hit that bell and subscribe to my YouTube channel, and you'll get notified immediately as soon as I do go live or if I do premiere. So today what I want to do is I want to use something with a stamp set and a bundle that I got by mistake. Does that ever happen to you? Oh my goodness, it happens to me a lot. So basically, I had accidentally ordered the Spruced Up Bundle. And remember, when you do buy a bundle, you do save 10%. And what had happened was I misunderstood what somebody had said. So I thought, well, okay, let's take advantage of, like, to me, it's quite a whimsical type looking dies and stamp set. So I thought to myself, well, can I get it? Can I make it so it's a little bit more elegant, that sort of stuff? And I actually showed a card on our private Facebook group on World Card Making Day. So I wanted to share that card with you. So we're going to use, this will be the card that we're making. So it's very pretty, and I think it's an elegant card. In any event, I'm going to show you how we're going to go ahead and make that. So I have my stuff here. So I have my evening evergreen, and I've got it cut at 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. So let's just go in and fold that into the mountain. And of course, we want to use our bone folder and get a really good crease on there. I also have some Very Vanilla, and I actually cut 2 of these Very Vanilla. They were 4 by 5 1/4. One's going to go on the inside and one's going to go on the outside. And I had used this embossing folder, and it's called Merry Melody. And I think the music itself is Joy to the World. Now, I'm not into music. I mean, I love music, but I do not know how to read music. So when I ran this through the embossing folder, I figured if it's going to be the right way up, I went and I marked on here the top so that I would know where it goes. And apparently there's something that if you read it a certain way, there's some dots. And I'm sorry, I didn't understand that part. Like I say, I'm not really into the music. Love Christmas music, but I just don't know how to read it. So because it's also an embossed folder, I'm going to use my glue, but I do tend to like using glue. I think I like the fact that, especially when I'm on camera, I can, I've got that wiggle room, right? So that's just going to go like that. This is a very, very simple card. This is going to go on the inside. Now, have you checked out that distressed gold paper? It's blank on the one side, but it comes in 2 sheets. And to me, it's so elegant. It's distressed, obviously, but it's very, very neat. So this piece happens to be 3.5 by 4.5. And I went and I cut out 2 of the large ones and 1 of the smaller ones. And when you do cut those out, this is what happens. You cut out not only the outside layer, but you cut out also the inside part. So I have this piece, and I thought, well, we couldn't just put that on there. I have this piece, and it happens to be Evening Evergreen, and it's 2 1/4 by 5 1/4. And I'm going to go ahead and just lay that onto this part here. It's a very simple layout. And we are doing it on embossing, so we definitely want to make sure that we've got that glued down. Find if you don't use glue, it doesn't go in all the different crevices and everything else that are there. So now what I thought I'd do is we can go ahead and we can kind of play with this to begin with. So I'm going to want this piece down here. We're going to put a bigger piece here. And let's see, I can go ahead and put, I should have 2 of those ones. Not sure where that went to. Well, it won't matter because we're just going to go ahead and we are going to go, oh, I only have one of these because I only had cut one. This is going to go up here, I think. We can go ahead, put this down here. And then this one can go here as well. And then we can go ahead and put one of these on the inside. So let's go and let's start gluing this. We're going to pop the little one up. So we're just going to go ahead, put that right about there. Now, the other thing that I want to do is I want to glue these parts, but I want to let the glue set. Just so that it doesn't ooze out on me. I'm just trying to put a tiny bit of glue on there. But I'm going to let it set for a second. So we're just going to do that. We're going to do that on all of them. We're going to let them set so that we don't get the glue oozing out on us. That kind of lets it sort of dry just a bit. And so that the glue doesn't spread. Let's just go ahead and do that one as well. And we can do that. Oops. It's not wanting to come off of me. So just come in with my, and then we're going to also do that on the third one as well. And like I say, we're just letting those set. We're just letting them kind of air dry a little bit. I'm just going to let that happen just like that. And then what I want to do is I want to come in with some dimensionals. And I'm going to just put maybe some dimensionals on this littler tree. Now, I'm just going to use the edges. Of course, we always use all parts of our dimensionals, right? And that's going to go onto our card about here. Okay, so first of all, let's come in with the big one. And this is the one that's been sitting the longest. And we're just going to put that right about there. We're just going to glue it down. And see, by it gluing and letting it set there, we kind of have it where it's not, the glue didn't ooze out. I'm repeating this because when I had done this before, nobody understood what I meant by that. So that's why I want to make sure that you know. Okay, so we have that piece there. And then we have our little piece. And I don't mind if this goes uneven, like some with it higher and then goes down. Like, I'll show you what I mean in just a second here. Like, I know that this is a little bit higher, but I'm okay with it like that. And then let's go ahead and put this one right up here. Just like that. And doesn't that look pretty in itself? All right, so then what we need to do is we need to have a sentiment on there. And it's on the Evening Evergreen. I've used the Stylish Shapes on here. But I'm going to emboss. I'm going to heat emboss. And this stamp set is a photopolymer stamp set. So it kind of makes it easy for it to stamp it, but not necessarily. So I'm going to come in with my paper piercing mat, and it is dark on there and dark and dark. So I'm just actually going to put this here just so that we can see behind it. I'm just going to put this. And this stamp set that I'm putting on there says, let me bring it in. May it be yours this holiday season. I thought that was quite nice. So I'm coming in with my Versamark. And we're going to try to get this right in the middle. Oh, this block really needs cleaning. Oh, I'm not going to be happy with that block being like that. Let's see if I can get this. Sorry, I think I got it too low. Yes, I do. So I always tend to cut a couple of them. I don't like it on there. So I'm going to come back in with that embossing buddy again. And now we're going to get it up a little bit higher. So yeah, that's not too bad. And then I'm coming in with that from the embossing kit. You also have your embossing buddy, you have your brush, and you have this fantastic this set of tweezers. I leave my embossing powder, I leave it in my container, but I'm going to use my tweezers. And when I don't use a spoon in my embossing powder, I use just a piece of cardstock. I don't like the static that you can get from your spoon. So just like that. I'm going to put the lid back on that embossing powder. And now we can heat set that. So we're just going to let it go. It'll heat up, and then we're just going to emboss it from one end to the other once it starts. See how nice that just goes? I think this evening evergreen looks so nice with gold. All right, so let's go ahead and take that off. All right, so that's for our inside. Actually, we could have done that right away. Let's do that so that we don't have this glue just in case. Do I want to I can put the tree here. I'm going to actually have it come off of the page just a bit, and then I'll go in and I'll trim it. Whoops. So if I go and I put this on here, just like that, and then I'll just wait till that dries a little bit and I can trim that part off. All right, so let's go about finishing the front of our card. So we want to put this sentiment on there, but I think it needs something else on the back. So I'm going to use this Simply Elegant trim, and I'm going to use the gold one. Coming in with my seal. And I'm just going to loop this around a bit. This, because it's on a roll, it tends to go its own way. But we're going to try to manipulate it a little bit because of the Stampin' Seal. Just like so. We'll just cut that piece off. You know, it doesn't matter which way it goes. It just gives a tiny bit of more color to it. And I'm going to come in, and I only have my little embossed black dimensionals. Now with these dimensionals, they come in 2 packs of the small and 2 packs of the large. Now obviously I've used all the large up from this pack, but we can put this on here. And I think, and I did this on the first card as well, I actually is going to come up raised up there. So on this one side here, I'm going to have to double dimensionalize it so that this level is the same level as that level there. So when I put that there, it's going to be the same level. Did I get that? So we have that like that. And then we also have our sequins that we want to put on there. And these sequins are, these are the holiday sequins. They actually come with the, geez, I think it's Santa Express. So we're going to go ahead and put those on there as well. So let's, and let's see, I think we'll use another small one just down here. Just like, so. And these sequins come in gold, red, green, and white. So we have that. We've almost finished this card. So we want to come in and let's just trim off that excess here. And a little bit right here. And we'll go ahead and glue that onto the inside of our card. So I hope you enjoyed this. If you do like this, give me the thumbs up. Share my video. That's the best compliment that you can give me. And if you live in Canada, I'd love to be your demonstrator. We have a fantastic deal going on right now. It's basically the starter kit to join my community is $135, but you get $206 worth of stuff for free. Well, $206 for the 135, and that's free shipping as well. It's always free shipping on your starter kit there. So, all right. So there's my card for the day. It's metallic. It's I think it's quite elegant, and I just love. I am really liking this spruced up bundle now. I think it'll be fun in a whimsical kind of colors, and I'm thinking maybe I should do something a little bit different with that, but we shall see what happens. All right. So I hope you enjoyed that. Have a great day, and bye for now.